But I got to the end. Everyone got to where they were going and they were only about 10 minutes late. I consider that a win. Stephen Jam, yes, I was saying earlier on, I have the keys. I've been meaning to send them out. I keep forgetting. Please feel free to berate me relentlessly. I will get them done as soon as. Right, you're driving this local freight from South San Francisco to Pier 96 in the docks. Once you're ready, pull forward to the signal at the end of San Francisco East Lead and contact the dispatcher for permission to enter the main line. Please be aware you will need to change the manual switches. Where are we? We are here. No, I've got a lot more than minus 60,000 Cameron's Gaming. Hey EC, did you hear about my antics on Euro Truck today? I don't know about a minus 500,000. I remember a minus 126 or something. Oh, I drove 6,500 kilometers today, including one single journey that was 3,050. I drove from Roscoff in France, which basically is the north coast of France, all the way down across the length of France and all the way down across the length of Italy. Oh, can someone drop Muttley a permit? And can you try that again once you've got the permit, Muttley? In fact, can a mod add Muttley into the regulars, please? Yeah, I was being a bit of a Sicily Billy, wasn't I, Baked Bean Kid? Oh yeah, minus 145,000. Yep, I remember that one. Oh yeah, I've done plenty of really bad bad scenarios. The frozen boonies of Norway to the bottom of Italy. Yeah, I imagine that will be. Yeah. Last night in the stream, I drove from Aberdeen via Ashford, I guess, via Folkestone to Bordeaux, and that was just shy of 2,000 miles, kilometres. I probably did forget headlights, yeah. Any ditch lights on this? Yep. Okay, we're approved to proceed. Looking good, Matty. What keyboard have you got there, Matty? Paying attention again, watching chat. Corsair K95. Nice. I use the Cooler Master. What is it? So the Cooler Master Master Keys Pro S. Yeah, going past Modernised is excellent, Hughes Railroad. Yeah, if you're using a triple wide setup, Muttley, you have to use an INI file setting to set the command line up, to switch the FOV to be H plus or vert minus, just because it's set the wrong way around by default on Unreal. But if you make that change, that makes it look a lot better. And then what else was I going to say? Completely lost it. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yes, and then you need to do something with the field of view. I think you can do that in the INI file as well, but I don't know what the settings are for all this stuff. I did work out the one for the aspect conversion, the vert plus horizontal minus or whatever it was. So I did figure that one out, but I couldn't figure the other one out. Sounds good, SFC. What's the matter, Ian? How big of an extension is this, Red Devil Dom? So, the normal route is there to there, if I remember right. Is that San Jose? Santa Clara to Mayan. Right, no, that's Santa Clara. San Jose is there. Right, so it's from there to there. So the docks have been added, the branches have been added, the line then goes all the way down to here and includes this branch down here to Hollister. So yeah, it's quite a substantial add-on. See you later, Ralphan. Oh, it's a 40 limit. Where'd that 40 limit come from? That's always the idea, SimUK. Unfortunately, they're time-consuming, expensive to produce. It's probably more going to be done via videos, and at the moment Unreal can't play videos, or at least it can't play videos consistently and reliably across different platforms. So if we made videos, you couldn't actually play them in the game, they'd just be random YouTube videos. So it's on our list of things to address. But a video showing how PZB works would be a lot more efficient than trying to do a scenario that does it. What's Bridge Constructor Portal? So it's Bridge Constructor, but it's a Portal themed version of the game. Looks quite fun actually. It's even got the original voice of GLaDOS in it. Thinking getting a bigger SSD, putting a Steam library on it. Well, that's what I've done. I've just got all I've got on my main C drive, which is a 500 gig SSD, is TrainSim, the full library of TrainSim. Past the flashing red, so I think that's supposed to be about 20 limit, isn't it? Where are we anyway? Oh, I see. We're coming down this way. We need to go into that lane, that road there. That'll do. You've heard SSDs don't like too much overwriting and deleting of data. Don't know, I've not had too much problem with my SSD. I haven't had any problem with it, to be honest. Just don't defrag it. Never defrag an SSD. Oh yeah, 3.2% grade coming down here. Nice. What's that you're saying, you're a city boy? Were you saying something? We're almost all off the hill now. Load up the switches to allow you to drop off the gondola cars and spot the cars to that siding once you've arrived. Yeah, okay. Can your machine take a PCIe M2 SSD, Kev? Because if it can, then I recommend one, because they are so fast. Oh, this is really nice. I like this. This is awesome, in fact. Oh, look at this. Well, Saturn's still better than Norman. No, nothing, Kev. Carrots Gaming, thank you for the cheer. Much appreciated. Just about made our way around the back. EC, is the Steam controller any better? So it's a bit tricky to get used to because it's quite different. But I did all of last year's Christmas stuff using the Steam controller. The nice thing is you can hold it and use it as it's got a gyro in it, so you can use it like a steering wheel. I mean, I really like the Steam controller. It's a really nice bit of kit, but it's not. It's a sort of a Marmite thing. Some people I know I've spoken to just can't get on with it. Yeah, it's a very versatile bit of kit because you can emulate the mouse, you can emulate joysticks, you can emulate everything. It's that gyro that I really like. That gyro makes a big difference. I've got a PS4 for Christmas, and obviously that comes with a PS4 controller, and you can make a PS4 controller do just about everything that a Steam controller can do, so I'm curious to have a play with that over Christmas as well. Yeah, like I said, I set up my Steam controller for ETS2, and it was it was actually really good. It was very playable. Did you use the gyro on it, Cameron's Gaming? On your PS4 controller, did you did you use the gyro, or did you just use it as a normal controller? Because I think the PS4 controller's got gyro. How did you end up getting on with your link, Ayrton? Well, okay, so you didn't use the gyro then. Absolute pain, set it up. When you finally got it set up, you couldn't be bothered playing in it. Nice. Right, let's just go and double check which ones are the hoppers. So 218848 needs to stay on this train. There it is. Let's pin a brake. Alright, cool. Forward so you can spot the hopper cars on track 5. I must admit, I'm going to take my Steam Link up to Mum and Dad's this week that I'm off, just so that I can have another play with it. Drop off the hoppers at track 5. Will you ever get a search bar for assets in the world editor? I've no idea. It's not a problem in TS World because Unreal is fundamentally built around having searchable assets and filters and all sorts of things in there, so technically that's already in TS World. But as for this, I don't know. I'm going to go with probably not. But there's nothing been said either way on that. The main problem I had with the link turned out to be the Elgato. For some reason it just would not work with the Elgato, because I was trying to stream capture the thing while I was setting it up, and it just would not work properly. And as soon as I took the Elgato out of sync, out of the line with it, and just connected it straight to the monitor, it all worked perfectly. Which was really annoying because I've been sitting there fighting with it for like an hour. I don't know quite why the Elgato is different, but Kev, have you got any tips for RPBot Murloc about what he's saying there, about taking ages to find assets he wants in the root editor? Run round your train via track 2, a couple of gondolas to the lead engine. Track 2 is the end there. Sounds like the sale is a good time for anyone who wants to get into ETS and ATS. There's some good discounts on them by the sound of it. Just for Ed, I'm going to use my loco brake. Right. Run round via track 2. Just going to swing that round that way. If only ATS looked good. Oh, I think it looks alright. Give the game its dues, it's running on quite an old engine by today's standards, but I think it still looks quite impressed with some of the views I get out of it. I think if they added PBR to that engine, that would make a massive difference. PBR, it seems to be the sort of the tech du jour at the moment. I think the one they need to be working on, though, any game engine, is making lighting look amazing and not have it cost the earth in frame rate. That would be the one. That'd be the tech to get right. Is that all the Route DLCs out for 23? So I've got to take these hoppers somewhere next. Seems like an odd path to take. If we went down the middle, we'd have a quicker reverse, but okay. Right, flip that one and go back into there. 37 instead of 96. The base game, all maps and a few other DLCs, 18 in total. That's Euro Truck Sim. Wow. Really good time to get on board with Euro Truck Sim. In one big swoop, you've got the lot. Right, the first Skyweave gondolas need to be dropped off at Pier 96 aggregate siding 1. Okay. Oh, I left that wheel brake on, didn't I? That'd be the problem. Pier 96 aggregate siding 1. See your house from here, Kevin. Zinaural, yeah, this is the new San Francisco to Gilroy route that was released yesterday. We went through Morgan Hill earlier on. Two remaining gondola cars need spotting to siding 3. Hey, Transform TV, how's it going? DJSB, am I streaming tomorrow? I'm streaming at least as usual on Friday afternoon or Friday evening. Whether I stream during the day or not, again, like I did today, possibly. I don't know. TS18 is £12.49. Wow. See you later, JSP. Right, put those in there. No, I saw your reference to the Wessels, Rob Powell. Siding 3 is just over there on the right. And then we go back to rail track 2. What was the issue you had with it, Kev? What didn't make sense when you were playing it? I'm the wrong person to ask that sort of question, RP bot. I would ask the chat and get their opinion. Right, head back to rail yard track 2. Oh, very good. I'll be interested to see how you get on with the 920 then, Ayrton. Yeah, G27s are really expensive. What made you get the 920 over the 29 out of interest? And 29 works on PC as well, as far as I'm aware. Oh, shut up, Outlook. I'm not using you. think we're in track 2. A bit further in, let's put the brakes on. Back with a Solero, Moggy. Excellent. Right. Fair enough, Ethan. Fair enough. I'm interested to hear how you get on with it. I've kind of got an eye on what's out there because at some point the 27 might die, and I'm sort of interested to get an idea of what that would be replaced with. 854, okay, better than nothing. I got some XP, yay! Right, and the last thing we're doing is first train from Gilroy.